Ah, you guys smell that? Smells like freedom. Sparklers, hot dogs, and Independence Day, the classic 1996 sci-fi blockbuster film. Yeah, I love this movie. I can't wait to talk about this one.
Good film, man. I haven't seen it in a long time. That being said, I'm here to say that this Canuck is boycotting this episode. The reason is because we didn't do anything for Canada Day, damn it, which is July 1st. But that being said, the eagle and moose do not have any beef. The moose just had to make a stand. I want to say one more thing, goddammit. I want to wish you, the Yankee, the listeners, your families and friends, a happy 4th of July. Cheers, and here's to continued Canadian and American cooperation and friendship. Peace.
Oh, that was very diplomatic. Anyway, Independence Day. Pretty basic story. Bunch of evil aliens come in. Bunch of humans are like, hey, look, aliens. And then the aliens are like, hey, look what we could do. Boom! And then the humans all around are like, oh, they can actually do that? Maybe we should fight them. So they fight them, but they can't fight them because they got shields and stuff. And so the aliens are coming in and destroying everything left and right. But that's all right because we got a Will Smith and a Jeff Goldblum. Nothing can go wrong now. Honestly, I think this is damn near close to a perfect film. I mean, I just love the setup. I love the story. I love the characters. I love the music. And the special effects look just damn good after like almost 30 years later. It's like a perfect blend of CGI, on-set prop effects, creature creation effects, miniature models. To me, this is not a big wonder why this was a huge hit back in the day. You know, this is the kind of film, if you really think about it, it was like right in the middle, right between CGI fully taking over, and also, you know, we're still relying on old school practical effects. It was blending those two things together, creating this very seamless, awesome special effects laden film. Some people have problems with the story, but you know what? I don't care what they think. I think it's great. Yeah, there are weird little moments here and there, like in the scene where the big wall of flame was coming at everyone, and then Vivica A. Fox with her kid is busting down this door, and the dog comes jumping in at the last second. I mean, sure, that's completely implausible, but I'll let it slide. It's fine. Or Will Smith punching an alien with his bare fist, not even breaking his hand. That doesn't make sense, but that's fine. We'll excuse it. The plane zigzagging through the Grand Canyon? Okay, that's a little excessive, but fine. It's fun. I'll accept it. And of course, the infamous, hey, how are we gonna take down these aliens? Don't worry, we're gonna upload a virus somehow into the alien mothership. I don't know how we're gonna hook up to this thing. Wi-Fi didn't exist back then, but don't worry, we'll make it work somehow. I mean, if you really break it down, sure, those things really don't make any sense. And as a kid, I kind of made excuses for it. I just kind of like went through my brain and probably was just filling in the blanks for the film and just being like, well, that spaceship they had in their possession that crash landed in Roswell, New Mexico. Yeah, they probably learned stuff from whatever. Maybe a lot of our modern technology or then modern technology came from the spaceship. Therefore, a lot of the architecture was probably the same. Probably use a similar type of OS. And that's where we derived all our technology from. And that's why we're able to write viruses and able to upload them. I kind of thought on those terms. That's probably not what they were thinking. They were like, how can we end this film? Well, we need to bring down the shields. How can we bring down the shields? Computers? Sure, we'll do that. We'll just slide a floppy disk in there and call it a day. Those are little discrepancies that I'm able to forgive because everything else is great. I just love how the characters are written. Because of the ensemble cast, it feels much bigger. It jumps between different stories. It doesn't feel like any story outstays its welcome. It gives you the necessary information you need to go moving forward. It's beautifully shot. David Arnold, who did the soundtrack for Stargate and eventually the James Bond films, did an amazing job with the soundtrack. Their creature designs, I thought, were very, very interesting, very visually striking, and even down to the architecture of the alien ships. They're just so unique and they stand out. Just all around unforgettable. This is probably like a hot take for me to say, but to me, it's kind of like the first Star Wars. They introduced so many interesting elements. It is an amalgamation of other sci-fi movies that came before it. It's nothing totally original, but they repackage everything and it makes it seem fresh, in my opinion. And President Bill Pullman's speech, I love it. It's a great speech. Is it corny? Sure. But within the context of the film, it works. I honestly don't know what anyone's expecting from a movie like this. This is not Oscar-winning caliber by any means, even though it did win an Oscar. Best visual effects. But, that aside, the performances are amazing. Everyone has a great purpose in this film. Even the goofy performances, there's just such a charm to them. And to me, unlike most other films out there where it's just a one and done, I see it, don't want to see it anymore, Independence Day, I could watch it over and over and over again. I'll never get tired of it. I haven't seen this film in years, but in preparation for this episode, I decided to see it again, and I love it. I just love it. I was entertained thoroughly from beginning to end. And you know what? When it comes to movies, that's all that matters, does it? So crack open a beer, have some hot dogs, and watch some good old-fashioned sci-fi alien ass-kicking fun.